The House managers made this accusation there was something nefarious going on. But let's see what the witnesses actually had to say. Everyone who knew something about it and who testified agreed there was no malicious intent. The call was still available to everyone who needed it as part of their job, and it certainly wasn't covered up or deep-sixed in some way. The president declassified it and made it public. So why we're even here talking about these accusations about a cover-up when it's a transcript that was preserved and made public is somewhat absurd. Now,
the trial of the leader of the free world and the duly elected President of the United States. It is not a game of leaks and unsourced manuscripts. But what Professor Dershowitz was saying, even if everything in there was true, it constitutionally doesn't rise to that level. But I want to be clear on this, because there's a lot of speculation out there. With regard to what John Bolton has said, that was the response. Responding to an unpublished manuscript that maybe some reporters have an idea of maybe what it says. That's what the evidence, if you want to call that evidence, I don't know what you'd call that. I'd call it inadmissible, but that's what it is.
There's been a steady drip, drip, drip of information. The truth leaking out in one explosive article after another. So I heard a proposal that recently came from two Republicans, I think this morning, Langford and Graham, that we get the manuscript and read it in the SCIF in secret. What an absurd proposal. It's a book. There's no need for it to be read in the SCIF unless you want to hide something. Our view is simple. We want 4 witnesses, 4 documents. The Republicans can call who they want. They have the ability, they have the majority.
You've now heard from legal scholars from a variety of schools of thought, from a variety of political backgrounds. But they do have a common theme with a dire warning. Danger, danger, danger. To lower the bar of impeachment based on these articles of impeachment would impact the functioning of our constitutional republic and the framework of that Constitution for generations.
We've made 3 basic points. 1, all you need in this case is the Constitution and your common sense. You know what the right answer is in your heart. You know what the right answer is for our country. You know what the right answer is for the American people. What they are asking you to do is to throw out a successful president on the eve of an election with no basis and in violation of the Constitution. The Senate cannot allow this to happen. It is time for this to end, here and now.